Rugby League World Cup has been coming up shortly to receive the trophy will be the Australian captain, Dick Poole. The manager of the English team, the co-manager, Mr. Hector Rawson, is making the press. And now ready for the kick-off. Ken McCaffrey places the ball. Referee is Vic Belcham, the New Zealander. Instead of the small kick, the long one goes driving right back into the West territory. It goes over the dead ball line. Now it's taken by Lewis Jones, the West fullback, who gets his kick in, and here's a kicking duel between he and the Australian fullback Carlson. Jones testing out Carlson to see his ability to play fullback. Well, he should have known it by now. Carlson kicks for a touch again, dropping it short, but Jones comes up to watch this very carefully, takes the bouncing ball. Carlson almost caught that time. It goes back to take the bounce again. Now the 25 drop out to Australia. That's the big New Zealand forward Maxwell, who picks the ball up, whips it out again. It's taken there by a Pellian. That's a Pellian in the white headgear, trying to barge his way through, the French hooker. Won by the rest side, a good pass to Benos, the tricky little 5'8" from France. A little kick through, right back to Carlson. Carlson takes the ball, but watch this beautiful tackle by Benos. He dives in. Coming back to take the ball and shot back now. It goes wide to O'Shea, who tries to break through. O'Shea brought down, though. He plays the ball back again. This time to Marsh. Marsh runs into trouble as Riddell brings him down. He plays the ball. Australia have it, a good kick by McCaffrey. Try. Booted through in speculating fashion. Carlson comes up, takes the ball nicely. Watch this run as he steps off his right foot and away he goes. What a hard man he is to bring down. Kick through. Jones coming up to take the bouncing ball. Here's Davies going for him, can't get him. He's brought down eventually, though. He gets his kick in. Bounces off a player, goes into touch, doesn't gain much ground. The scrum is down. Waiting for the ball to come out. It's coming out very slowly on one side or the other, but it's a horrible looking scrum. They go down again. It's Belcham putting the ball in. Won by Australia to McCaffrey, to Haywick, back to McCaffrey again, and McCaffrey comes bursting through. They saw the movement. Out now it goes to Clay. Clay standing wide, tries to barge through. Played back to Marsh. Marsh lets it out again to Wells. Wells barges. The ball is knocked out of his hands. Australia on the attack again, inside to Ritchie. Ritchie almost getting through here. It's out of the tackle, gets a pass inside to Provan. Provan whips a nice pass in again, and it goes to Davies. Davies straightens up. Back now to Provan again. Provan to O'Shea. O'Shea just short of the line. He's dragged down. They have possession. Out it goes to Clay. Clay sees an opening almost through, but it closes. It's loose on the ground. The rest have picked it up. There's Murkey racing along with the ball, but Australia hammering away at the rest line. Played back to Carney. Carney shoots a good pass back. Going up for the ball is McCaffrey. McCaffrey decides to go through himself. Almost gets there. The whistle is gone. Another scrum. Here's a penalty to Australia. And there's first points on the board to Australia. A good kick by Carlson, straight between the posts. Australia lead by 2-0. Here's a great run too by the English winger Ashton, darting his way through down the wing there, looking for support. He passes inside, but the ball is still there, and the rest have it. Good tackling by the Australians, though, stop the movement. Goes back to a Pellian, throws a good pass out from dummy half. Out it goes now to Benos. Benos has a flick pass inside to Sorensen. Sorensen, the New Zealand centre, goes streaking across towards the opposite side of the field. Gets a beautiful pass away to Ashton, and Ashton straightens up with a zigzagging run. A beautiful tackle by Carlson brings him down just short of the Australian line. He'll play the ball. He plays it. The referee is playing that knock on, and a scrum goes down. It's won by the rest. A good pass to Benos. Benos outside end to Murkey. Murkey drops the ball, but scoots it back very quickly. But the knock on was seen very smartly by referee Belcham, and he packs that scrum down again. Couldn't be won cleanly by either side. The rest have dived on the ball, though, and gained possession. Out it goes now to the forwards. It's Whiteley, the English lock forward, trying to barge through. Pellian shoots it out to Johnson. Johnson lets a pass outside into Benos. Benos is flying for the line, and a beautiful try is coming up here. He's racing for the line, and he goes in. What a great footballer that French 5'8" is, Benos. He saw the chance and darted straight and hard for the line. There's the kick by Jones. Australian winger who gets him. The rest have possession, though, and attacking strongly. Maxwell, a big Maori forward from New Zealand, barges through. Out it goes to Murkey. Murkey onto Veron. Veron almost gets past Ritchie, but Ritchie goes down low. A good tackle, that. He plays it back to Riddell, who shoots a long pass inside again. Out it goes now to Murkey. Murkey running across field here. Gets a pass out again. Out to Sorensen. Sorensen flying for the line here. Gets a pass inside to Ashton. Ashton almost in. A good pass to Johnson. And Johnson tackled solidly. Another beautiful tackle by Carlson. The rest have possession. They boot through. So most likely go over the dead ball line. The rest just out from the Australian line. A 5-yard scrum. It's won by Australia, though. McCaffrey decides to run, hang on to the ball. He's brought down by Whiteley, the English lock. Played back to Proven. Proven runs hard and straight. He's brought down. A chance for the rest to gain possession. No, Australia still have it. Out to Clay. Clay with a flick pass inside to Poole. Poole then passes inside to O'Shea. O'Shea racing through. That was Wells at the start of the movement. O'Shea's pass goes loose on the ground. Picked up by Proven. Proven gets a pass back to Marsh. Marsh runs across towards the opposite side but can't straighten up. They go for him. They'll bring him down here all right. Luckily plays in Australian territory. Won by the rest. A good pass to Benos. Benos outside then to Sorensen. Sorensen has a flick pass outside. Well, not a flick, a lob pass picked up by Murphy, who shoots it back to Jones. Jones with the unusual change of pace of his beats Ritchie. Gets a little kick in. Picked up there by Ritchie, who was covering up smartly. He decides to run. He's going to run into trouble though. There's a lot of players there to try and get through. He breaks through one tackle. Eventually he's brought down though. And he'll play the ball. Australia still have it as it goes out to Carney. Carney runs at pace, passes outside to McCaffrey, who tries to dart through. McCaffrey brought down. McCaffrey getting slowly to his feet here, marked by Gunny. He gets a pass back. Back it goes to Clay. Clay outside to Haywick. Haywick with a good pass outside to Poole. Poole to Wells. Wells claps on the pace. Watch him barge his way here. What a hard man he is to bring down. Appelian goes for him and he throws a pass inside. A lofted pass that Ritchie had to wait for, which stopped his movement and he's brought down. He plays it back to Wells again. Wells outside to O'Shea. O'Shea goes streaking through for the line here. Almost in. Passes to Proven. Watch Proven go in. Straight for the line. Wonderful combination between that pair, O'Shea and Proven. Proven always backing him up, and O'Shea does the same thing. There's the kick by Carlson, which fails. Jones, casual as ever, kicks back again. Taken by Moyer now. Watch this. Moyer goes through hard, and he beats Jones and goes in for a glorious try. Complete individual effort by Ian Moyer. He took that ball from the kick of Jones and ran through all the way. There's Benos, who's injured, walking around the days. He left the field of play and didn't continue in the second half. And we'll see a scrum go down. Won by Australia. Out it goes to Clay. Clay tries to go through himself. Gets a pass out. Intercept by Murphy. Murphy's flying for the line here. He's going to have to beat Carlson, though. Carlson comes at him. He almost beats him. Carlson puts on the pace, though. Notice that. He tries a pass inside Murphy, and by the referee, and a penalty kick goes to the rest. A tap penalty this time. Australia get possession from it. Out it goes to Clay. Clay dummies inside and throws a long pass outside. Out it goes now to Poole. Poole tries to run it through, but he's caught. He goes into touch. Now the Australia on the attack again. A good pass goes out to Wells. Wells drawing a man. Passes out to Ritchie. Ritchie changes his pace and goes through beautifully. His first try for Australia. The player of the future, Ray Ritchie, ran through for a great try. Australia leading 15 points. Their scoreboard changing 17 points to 3. Long lofted pass out now goes out to Poole. Poole brought down straight away. Carney, dummy half, switched out to McCaffrey. McCaffrey, watch him dart through here with a beautiful run. Jones racing after him. Jones dives, just catches his ankle and the ball bounces out of his hands. Almost a certain try it looked. The rest trying to take play away from their own goal line now. And it goes to Johnson. Johnson goes straight through with a hard run. Great footballer. He'll have to kick here. He kicks. He's going through after the ball. It bounces. Carlson goes back for it. Johnson comes up and gets it again himself. It's knocked out of his hands though. Now depending who has possession here. The rest are gaining possession. Put it through, though, by Clay. Right back. Coming back to take the ball. Murphy takes it. Throws a good pass out to Jones. Jones comes racing through. Gets a pass away to Whiteley. Whiteley sets sail for the line. Passes inside here. A chance for him to score. A wonderful chance. Out it goes to Murphy, and Murphy goes in for the try. Good try by the rest. There's the kick for goal. Flags are up this time. And it's 17 points to 8. Australia leading the rest 17-8. The rest on the attack straight away. The ball loose on the ground. Australia gain possession as Proven picks it up and tries to barge his way through. And now the rest have it. Back it goes inside to Belcham. Belcham flies for the line. Throws a lofted pass out. Out it goes to Ashton. Ashton goes for the line himself, flying for the corner. He's brought down. Another good tackle by Moyer this time. Rest hammering in the Australian line. Referee's whistle goes. Tap penalty by the rest. Watch these forwards try and barge their way over. Have to play it here. Back it goes again, a chance almost over the Australian line. Australian forwards dragging them back. Now they play it. Watch it go wide to Ashton. Ashton sets sail and he scores. There's the kick. Missed again. Australia leading 17 points to 11. There's a try for Australia in the closing stages of the match. Australia have beaten the rest of the world by 20 points to 11.